Before we show you how to work with transformers, allow us a quick detour. Real-life AI workloads are usually run on multiple GPUs. Running JAX on multiple GPUs is not about rewriting a training step with communication code. It's more about putting arrays in the right places. So the code stays familiar and only the placement changes.
In the previous video, we show you how to train MLP when one GPU owns the batch, the gradients, and the update. We did a parallelism. Each GPU gets a slice of the batch. Then the gradients are averaged, so every model copy stays in sync. Data parallelism is the simplest way to scale your training. There are many other advanced techniques which we will not cover here today.
When you train with multiple GPUs, there are 4 important concepts you need to keep in mind. Mesh indicates the devices. PartitionSpec describes the split. NamedSharding combines the plan, and device put applies it.
So what happened here is we shard the batch, replicate the parameters, and call the same train step. JAX sees the placement and inserts the parallel work, including gradient averaging.
Always verify placement. JAX debug visualize array sharding shows whether a batch is split and whether weights are replicated.
Also, throughput should improve when there is enough work per device, but small workloads can lose communication overhead, so scaling might not be free.
If you need explicit control, shard map lets each device see its local shard, and JAX pmin makes the gradient average explicit. Use automatic sharding first for experimenting, but for debugging and fine-grained control, use shard map.
Now, we combine the pieces together into an actual language model, from attention to what we learn with MLP. The tiny transformer reuses the training loop, the causal attention, fixes shapes, throughput thinking, and the multi-GPU placement. The dataset we use in the notebook is tiny Shakespeare with bi-level tokens.
Each block is pre-norm, layer norm, causal self-attention, residual. Then layer norm, feed-forward, residual. The attention function plugs into NNX multi-head attention. This is the causal attention from the previous video.
So the model predicts the next byte, compare logits, optimize cross-entropy, and track perplexity. Same training story, new model shape.
For NNX, replicate model and optimize the state with NNX state, JAX device put, and NNX update. Shard the data and keep the NNXG training step clean.
And at the end, you save your weights with Orbax, restore into a fresh model, verify logics match, and generate text. During generation, path to a fixed max length, so the compiled forward path does not recompile every token. And that's it. The model is able to generate Shakespeare's poetry.